Hey guys, what is up? It's me, JMA Grenier, debut author of sci-fi mystery crime teen drama mashup that will be released hopefully this coming September. My channel is all about like a lot of the how-to stuff I've already know how to do, like such as writing short stories and such like that, and even like a 1 monthly book review, and even like reading short stories. So do you guys like that kind of content? If so, click the subscribe button. If you guys like this video, give this video a like and ring the little bell button to know exactly when I upload. I upload every single Tuesday, or at least do my best to, because I took a very short hiatus to have a break from YouTube and to make sure that like my projects are actually getting done. But I do upload every single Tuesday, and any extra bonus content might be uploaded every other Thursday. You guys liked the other one so much, and because the algorithm also really likes it, I'm going to be doing a part 2 all about how to write siblings. So this one is going to be a little bit more toned down, and when I say that I mean like I'm going to zero in on like a lot of the brother-sister aspect, because somebody asked how to write stuff like that, and like a lot of it is the same. The only difference is like it is brother and sister, so we're going to be zeroing on a lot of that, but like pretty much like almost every other aspect is pretty well the same method, but it also depends on like if it is a good sibling dynamic. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is when your siblings actually borrow stuff from you. Like even if it's just like your charger, when you have, you're like, okay, so say you have an extra charger in your bedroom, but you have an extra charger somewhere around the house, and your sibling happens to have like a similar phone or the same kind of charger that you use, and you go to let them borrow it. The sibling who let the other sibling borrow it will probably more than likely never see that charger again. Ivy! Not that I'm being petty or passive aggressive, but I've lent out chargers that I'm never gonna see again. And then like when you actually go to ask for the charger back, they lost it. Yeah, they somehow lost it, and you're never gonna see that charger again. Or when you go to let them play a game, it comes back scratched, or you're never going to see that game again. Same method there as well. Like you're going to question them and grill them on where the game went, but they somehow lost it. Or they did a whole other level thing, and they let their friends borrow the thing. And that's how you know, yeah, you're never going to get it back. You may as well just go buy another copy of that game or go buy another extra charger. And you're probably never going to let your sibling borrow the charger again. Ivy! Another thing I actually realized about sibling relationships, which is why our sibling relations are like so weird, but like so unique, but adorable all at the same time. Sorry, that's Lunar. If you happen to hear something weird, that's this buddy here. Hi, Lunar. Hi. Hi. This is Wilbur. That's Wilbur. But this is my baby Lunar. Hi. Don't mind him. If you hear something random, that's him. That's Lunar. Okay, so back to the video real quick after we took a short cute kitty emission. What I realized is that like after a petty argument, like for example the I don't know if you guys watched my last video, but I'll link it into the description below, but me and my sister, she was gonna go take a bath and everything, and she tried to claim that a mushroom bath bomb or bath crumble, I'm pretty sure it was a bubble crumble, was hers, but she and I had a spitting contest on like whose it was, but I knew it was mine. Ivy. I knew it was mine, but she tried to claim it as hers, and then like we just walked away and everything when we got it all figured out. Thinking back now, I don't remember us apologizing. Instead, we just ask each other if we want a snack. Or like, hey, yo, look, I'm going down to the 7-Eleven, hashtag not sponsored. Did you want a slushie or something? And then there you go. That argument has been resolved. But just like a short little tidbit, you could also kind of like take this little part with a grain of salt, because if it's like a big argument, like, oh my goodness, you stole my TV or something like that, because like that's just like plain mean. I mean, it does happen in sibling relationships. It happened in my family at one point or another, but it was just like overall mean. So like I'll really get deeper into that side of the sibling relationship stuff eventually. Like I said, this is probably gonna end up being like a short series, because of the fact that like there's so many sibling dynamics. There's step siblings, there's half siblings, there's siblings you're not even related to, and yet you guys are family somehow. Kind of like the found family aspect of it, you know what I mean? So yeah, so take that part with a grain of salt, and like I would rather like you guys kind of like ask around and everything like that. But like, if you guys do want me to go in deeper on that, leave a thumbs up on this video. Hey buddy, hey, you want to be a part of this video? Oh yes. Lunar wants to be a part of the video now. Say hi to everybody, Lunar. Say hi. Another thing that like I actually came to realize, it's kind of like a brother-sister dynamic now, which is what I mentioned earlier. But it's kind of like pretty much it doesn't matter who, if it's a brother or a sister or something like that, they're pretty much like the authoritative figure. Like say for example, like the older sibling was left to babysit a lot, your younger siblings are gonna look up to you. Like they're gonna look up to you as the authoritative figure well into adulthood. That's what I came to notice, and like I noticed it in me, but I didn't notice it in just me. I have a step sibling, which all my siblings on my dad's side look up to, and I look up to as well, like even though there's only a 1-year difference. But she is pretty much the authoritative figure when it comes to our sibling dynamics. But when it comes to our side of the family, my mom's side of the family, I'm the authoritative figure when it comes to our sibling dynamics, because I basically like took care of my younger sisters growing up, and like to this day, a lot of the time, like they will come to me, buddy, no, please stop. They will come to me with like a small piece of advice or whatever, and it's not just me either. One of my younger sisters, she's the oldest one out of the second cluster on my mom's side, and like sometimes like they will ask her if something's up, if I'm not available, or if they need a piece of advice. If the younger sibling happens to like be living with the older sibling, sometimes, not all the time, so take this part again with a grain of salt, like it's more like suggestions, a key piece of advice on how to get by on life. The older sibling is pretty much the authoritative figure. And like this is what I've noticed in like my best friend's relationship with her siblings either. So it's not just me. I'm not generalizing it with just myself. This is what I've noticed externally as well. And I've noticed it in a lot of my coworkers that I've had over the years as well. It's pretty much universal. If the older sibling has babysat a group of younger siblings, what they say pretty much goes. Like for example, I am writing one of my side projects that I am working on. The older sibling of the pair of siblings, they're a brother-brother dynamic, but it still applies. The older sibling taught the younger one how to drive, how to do this, how to do that, pretty much how to take care of themselves. So the younger sibling pretty much established like,
okay, this person pretty much took care of me when our parents weren't available. Okay, so the older sibling is my big brother, does pretty much have a lot of the final say.
These guys are already well into adulthood. Like the younger sibling is 18 while his older brother is 23 years old. And that's pretty well close to what pretty much every sibling dynamic pretty much is when it comes to that kind of relationship. For a time, I did respect one of my other older siblings as well, because they taught me how to ride a bike. and everything. They were around a lot and everything, even though there was only a 1 year difference. Let's zero in on the brother-sister dynamic because someone was very curious about stuff like that. So for the brother-sister dynamic, it's a little harder to explain because I had good experiences, but I also had bad experiences. With brother and sister dynamics, the person said that like they wanted a good example of a sibling relationship. So here's what I'm gonna say. So whether the sister herself the brother is pretty well overprotective of the siblings. It doesn't matter if the sister is older or younger than he is, or they are if they are non-binary. But yeah, the brother is always overprotective of the sister or the sister's friends. And it doesn't matter. Like, say for example here, this is an example. Say the sister has a girlfriend that she really likes a heck of a lot. Being a good brother or not, it doesn't matter what the gender of the sister's spouse is. The brother is going to be very overprotective because he doesn't want his sister to be brokenhearted. That's the last thing that he ever wants. That's the last thing anybody ever wants for their sibling, right? But like the brother can take it another step further. Really zero in on their relationship and just like make sure the sister's spouse doesn't hurt his sister. Or even, but this dynamic can also go well for like if the brother has a brother as well and they happen to be gay. It can be the exact same thing there as well. Like the straight brother can be very overprotective of the gay brother, like the homosexual brother. Like stuff like that, you're gonna have to be kind of pretty careful. Like you don't want the brother to seem homophobic when he's not homophobic. Like he's just looking out for his sibling. So when you're gonna write an LGBTQ plus story like that, just be very careful with stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty well like the overprotective aspect of it. And then the brother can also be like pretty paranoid for the opposite sex of the friends of the sister, right? Like the brother is going to think that the male friends that his sister has have nefarious reasons to be his sister's friend. Like he's going to think that like, oh, they're only friends with her because he wants to get into her pants. Like stuff like that. Like overprotective of his sister, his sister's friends as well. Keep that in mind, and his sister's friends sometimes. Another thing that for the brother and sister dynamic, when their friends are that close to the family, like they all like pretty much grew up together, the brother is gonna register his sister's friends as pretty much family as well. And guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna be just as mean to her friends as he's gonna be to his sister. And you know, it's gonna be funny. That's basically where like a lot of the roasting stuff can come into play again as well. The brother can pretty much be like pretty mean. Well, not really mean, but like verbally abusive mean, but like roast his sister's friends to no end. It's much the same way that he does his own sister. And like if it's written right, it's gonna look absolutely hilarious. The best way for me to like describe it is like, say you have like a group of friends and you all roast each other to no end half the time. That can be the same thing for the brother-sister dynamic. And the sister is just gonna, on the sister side, she's just gonna hate her younger brother or older brother because of that. She's gonna basically wish that she never had him to begin with. And then like when she realized what she said to him, like say it's an argument, like say like she's tired of him being around, she's tired of him ruining her life, she's tired of him invading her space and everything, and all she wants is to be alone. Say the brother like basically goes out or something like that just to hang out with his friends, but doesn't tell his sister where. The sister is outright paranoid. She's like,
oh my god, what happened to him? I cannot believe I said those things to him. I gotta make this better,
you know? And she goes out looking for him and everything, but like it turns out he's just with his friends and he just forgot to tell her where he was going. It's kind of like one of those things too, again, that's very unique with sibling relationship. You can tell each other that you hate each other. You can roast each other to no end. It'll be okay in the end. Sometimes, like, if it gets to that extent, though, now, like I said, that, like, oh yeah, we don't apologize sometimes when it's a sensitive topic like that, like, oh, I wish you were never born, I wish you were never my sister or brother, and stuff like that. Those are the kinds of topics that are the siblings are gonna want to have to sit down and talk out their differences. It can be kind of like brother-sister character arcs as well. Keep that in mind, because it's kind of like a character arc as well. They were arguing and spatting at each other, and like the brother went off to do his own thing, but didn't tell his sister, and his sister thinks that, like, oh, he's gone and it's all my fault. She finds him and everything, and they sit down and they sort it out, and she outright apologizes to him, says that, like, look, I'm sorry, we might not get along all the time, but you're the best little brother or older brother that I've ever had. Can you forgive me? There's kind of like that line as well. Like, when it comes to stuff like that, you gotta make sure that the siblings do come together and that they do eventually apologize to each other. Because something like this did actually happen to me and my one of my older siblings, actually. Me and my sister, we had a fight, and our mom intervened and grounded her because she destroyed a dollhouse. I think that's what happened. It was pretty blurry now, but I think it was a dollhouse that I had, and she destroyed it, saying that I was really annoying. And mom grounded her. We went back. She was sent to her room, and for an hour she had to be in her room. Meanwhile, I was just like out in the living room chilling, watching TV, and I was told to go grab her and let her know that, like, hey, yo, look, we can talk this out, and I'll promise to be a better sister, you know. That was me. And when I went to go check the room, she was gone. She ran away to my dad's place. My biological parents were divorced and stuff like that at that point, right? And she ran away to my dad's place. I can't remember if we got the police involved, but we did go out looking for her. And it turns out, like, by the time we found her, she was at my dad's place. My mom and me explained everything to her, and my dad ended up grounding her because of what she did. But she was trying to, like, downplay it and be like that I was the one who was being over dramatic about it all, when she just basically destroyed my dollhouse. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know, it happened so long ago. But the fact of the matter is that she ran away, and she was found at my dad's house. So I get that it was a brother-sister section, but it's pretty universal. All in all, though, like, in the end, like, if it is a great brother-sister relationship, and they all grew up together, and they all know each other's differences and agree to disagree, no matter what happens and everything, if it is going to be a positive sibling relationship, they should do their best to be there for each other no matter what happens. I'm definitely doing my best, but, like, sometimes things do happen, and things do happen to fall out of line. Like, sometimes, like, we can be, like, super petty and be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to talk to you for a couple months. Or just like, oh, I'm going to be passive aggressive and just, like, start posting this stuff and hope they get triggered, stuff like that. Like, you can be petty and do stuff like that, or just, like, you can just, like, have them talk it out if you do happen to have social media in your story, if it is present day, or, like, if it is set 10 years ago or something like that, when social media was just, like, starting to skyrocket. Keep a lookout for my future videos. More is going to be coming your way. Action tags, dialogue tags. I will be getting into much deeper detail into how to write a series as I learn. When I learn new things, I convey them to you to figure out what I learned. But of course, keep in mind, not all authors are the same. None of us learn the same way. Some of us learn through experience, while others learn through beta readers, critique partners, stuff like that. And that's another thing too. If you're not quite sure about if your sibling relationship is accurate enough or anything, have beta readers who have good relationships with their siblings. Have a look at it as well. Just like a little side tip for you. There's all kinds of groups out there. I'm a part of 4 groups. There's a creative writing group, Writers Helping Writers, which, by the way, is, like, the most positive writing group that I've been in a long time, and there's new writers helping writers. There's many resources out there. Just like a little side note for you guys, are confused about the sibling dynamics and stuff like that, get beta readers and critique partners who have siblings to have a look at your book. They'll let you know if the character arcs of the siblings is good. They'll let you know if the sibling relationships is accurate and stuff like that, or if like it seems more verbally abusive, rather than like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna roast you for this moment, but I'm gonna make you a snack afterwards. Latter is the most accurate one. Did you guys like this video? If so, leave a like on this video so that I know about the content that you guys do like and don't like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button because I upload videos every single Tuesday. I upload any extra bonus content every other Thursday. That's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to love yourself and treat yourself, because remember, if you want to take care of everybody else, you gotta look out for number one first. Number one being you. Have a good one, guys. Stay awesome. Bye.